Hello, air signs. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for being here. This will be your love reading for January 23rd. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Just clearing the energy today. I don't usually do this often. I might get into the habit of this, but this is what I feel like I'm guided to do today. I don't have any set procedures. Not, I mean, obviously I do, but there's just some things I like to change a lot just because Spirit likes to play around a lot. Spirit gets bored just as much as we do, so it's important to have fun with them. So automatically cutting the deck, we have the Six of Cups with the Wheel. So this is like certain events are unfolding to look at certain viewpoints on both behalves and look at this in a whole new light, this whole situation. This is the information that's coming through already. Now, the first row is going to be who are you dealing with for this group. For this group of Aries, Gemini, not Aries, so you might be dealing with an Aries. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. For this group of Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, who are they dealing with? Who are they dealing with? And we're sticking with the Wheel and the Two of Cups we're cutting into still, so we're dealing with luck on our side, it seems. Yeah, there's that fire energy. Could be just a fire sign that the air signs are eyeing. They could be eyeing Sagittarius, Leo. Alright, so this is who you're dealing with. Okay. You have two major arcana, or they have two major arcana. And their energy currently, they are in a cycle, but the last, like the last part of their cycle, kind of, because it's like 11:33 just as I say this, and the Five of Swords is like illusion, the illusion of being trapped, but it's not as serious as the Eight of Swords, because the Eight of Swords is actually being trapped because you think you're trapped. But the Five of Swords is this individual is still in flight. They just think that they're being poked. They just think that they're dying. It's like how do you think you're flying into Five Swords when you're flying in the skies and nothing is hurting you? So there's this energy that's clouding their vision that is preventing movement. Like, they're still flying in the skies, but they are still like in this misconception that they are getting hurt, or they just are carrying this, because this also has this embarrassment energy, like they don't want to move forward because of what happened in the past, or they're being laughed at. Like, they think of it like these are dark fairies, and they think that these fairies are laughing at them. Or also how I'm getting it, like these are good fairies, and there's clearly this much assistance in front of their face. There is clearly 4 different signs, like all elements are on their light, like they are this fairies are telling this butterfly exactly what to do, but the butterfly is just like, but this happened, but I'm embarrassed, and they are releasing this today. This gets released. Normally, I don't just say that. Just because the hangman is here doesn't necessarily mean something is being released. That just means that they are being shown something that they need to release, or they're getting in the process of releasing it. But since it's paired with the sun is illumination, like complete. The sun rises over a field of shadow and just reveals a whole beautiful civilization of mythical and magical creatures that you just couldn't see in the dark because it was dark for several months. I'm getting it was dark for 6 months or 9 months, or it was dark for a few days. Just, it was so dark that now, over this situation, they viewed you in some type of light that was camouflage, or they just weren't looking at the situation in the right way. They were looking at it as if it was hurting them. But they are getting divine assistance, because when I like to emphasize this, when there is one major arcana, this simply means this is the dominant energy that's guiding them in their psyche. That's the God. That's the goddess that's helping them. But when they have two, you know something is at play here. You know that the world is on their side. Like, if there were dark forces interfering this relationship in the past, not in this dynamic. They are releasing it, and I guess they wanted me to put it down like that. Interesting. It's like if they felt like interesting. It was like if they felt like they had to do something to let this go. It's like the universe just goes like, here, by the way, and then they just let go immediately. They don't even have to try. So this is going to be how they feel about you. How they feel about you. So bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Wands, and then 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and Knight of Cups. So they're dealing with a lot of different things right here. This for this group of air signs, they can be an air because they have this energy here. This can be another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So interesting, because this is how they feel about you. Like, this whole thing, they feel like they are dealing with so much. They are dealing with a lot of things, because for somebody, in the first place, first thing I want to address, if they have to let go of something, it's because they are dealing with too much. They are, hold on, give me a second. Let me drink some water. First things first, if they are dealing with releasing anything, this is because there's too much on their hands. Literally, there's too much on their hands, and that is including you. That is including you, whoever this is. But not even in a negative light. It just means that sometimes you can't. We manifest our realities, right? So they manifested everything in their life. They even manifested you, but they also manifested a lot of heavy work. They manifested a lot of baggage. They've manifested a lot of emotions that get in the way, and that is why the Sun card. That is why the divine is finally like illuminating their path on the yellow brick road, right? On the yellow brick road. They are illuminating the path for them to make a choice here. Because the 7 of Cups speak of having a lot of beautiful choices. Like, you can have the rainbow, you can have the mermaid, you can have the little red dragon, you can have the butterfly. Beautiful. Look at how the butterfly is here. But that's not a butterfly. Oh, excuse me. This is a dragonfly. And the dragonfly is the animal that speaks of new beginnings, transformations happening. I'm looking at 88, by the way. This is transformative energy, and they want me to emphasize that the red dragon, the baby red dragon here, means transformational energy as well, which is beautiful, because there is not a dragonfly here, and there's a lot of different animals that are different stages of transformation. The dragonfly is like the beginning stage, and the actual dragon itself is the... Wow, I didn't even realize that it had dragon in the name. Wow, you learn new things every day. Look at that. And it's like, alright, I picked a dragon. This girl, or this individual, is my dragon, because I feel like whoever you are, they are dealing with, I'm feeling like this energy might be for the Aquarius talking to the fire sign, or vice versa. Take it however you wish, because the dragon is that fire energy, and they're holding this fire energy, or they're Venus might be fiery, you know, just take it however you will. But they are finally picking a cup. They are finally making a decision here. How they feel about you, they're choosing you. Because the Knight of Cups is a handsome man just on his horse making an offer. This is making an offer of love. How they feel about you, they want to make you an offer. They want to make you theirs. They want to make you theirs. Oh, and I love this. I love how they made me switch this too, because the sun is on top of the Seven of Cups. So the sun is literally illuminating the path on their decision. The Five of Swords is on top of the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is an ending number, finally getting rid of this cycle of viewing it in this wrong light, in this light that they are stuck. And now they are the Hangman with the Knight of Cups. Is how they are releasing this situation is just by moving forward with you. The energies as of late, like, I don't even intend for these to go this well. Like, some of these readings go just so well for both behalves. But this is honestly so beautiful, this energy. Alright, and now we're gonna get the guidance for the both of you. Just what guidance can we get here? What outcome are we getting here? Okay. Guys. And in the bottom of the deck we have Six of Swords. This is moving, getting out of the muddy waters. You see, as he pedals away from the past. He pedals. The Six of Swords energy is that energy of you were in, or you guys were. This is the energy that's binding you guys, by the way. So this is a shared energy. When you get out of your own muddy waters, when you, I'm sorry, this is what's coming through. When you wipe your own ass, they wipe their own ass. And you just go to this new place. If you didn't if you didn't approach that part of your life before, let's say if you finally just recently did something new, if you finally just stepped into your spiritual path, or you finally just dropped something, if you finally just learned your value. And as I say this, it's 1144, which is that master teacher number, which I look at it as the Hierophant master number. But anywho's in a doozy. Yes, this is a shared energy, because the Two of Cups means equal give and take. This is a romantic relationship. This is complete fulfillment within this dynamic, because this is an understanding of what must be released here. Because for this to be atop of the Five of Swords and Ten of Wands, what gets them through this is you doing your work and they're doing their work. You coming in with a cup, because they both have cups to offer. And when they become like one, like, I'm seeing these cups merge. In the center here, a magic is occurring here. I love this deck here because it just has magic everywhere. And that's what I work with. Anywho, like, I'm hearing at the click of the cups, a frequency finally rings in both of your ears, and it goes like this. Like, if you guys were like this, you guys are like finally going like this, and when you guys are resonating, it vibrates and and it comes full circle, and I'm seeing an explosion of a whole new universe. You give birth to a whole new universe together, and it really. Think of this as Alaska. This is how I'm getting it again. This clairvoyant message. It's like, think of it like Alaska doesn't have a sun. It doesn't have sunlight for 6 months, and it's just dark. It's just dark, 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 and things freeze. The valuables get staffed in the storage room, the storage unit, and get forgotten. But when the sun comes up, the sun rises over Alaska and melts the ice, and it gives them the pathway on which option to choose here, which way to go about this situation. because in the past it seems like they wanted this, it's just how. They're just like, how do I even proceed this? And it's just like, they realize they don't have much time. You realize you don't have much time in your own life to give yourself happiness, and they don't, they realize they don't have much time to, for this fire to live long enough, type of thing. But they know you guys are like just been meant to be at the same time, so it's like they want to do this properly. This night is like, whoever you're dealing with is so romantic. They're so romantic, like the days of yore romantic, like boombox outside of your window romantic. Like this group, they do not play. They take their sweet ass time because they know what has happened in the past, and they don't want, that is giving them anxiety, because there's a lot of anxiety in the situation. This is the anxiety card, and this is the embarrassment. They have embarrassment, anxiety. You also have this too. You are also afraid that this might not ever happen, and the key thing here is to have hope, because once they release this past, once you release the doubt, once you have hope, you give them hope, and they have hope, and they just let go of things, you let go of things, and things go, you both have this beautiful pink, I'm saying like a pink aura around this, like a pink bubble around this relationship, and finally things happen. And the Ace of Cups is that offer. This is new beginnings in love, new beginnings in everything. And for that to be atop the Hangman, Knight of Cups, atop of that, guys, I honestly have never seen this so profoundly orchestrated. This is so beautifully orchestrated. And this is this part of the lesson. Hope within this dynamic, within the most brutalist of winters, the most cold valley of winters, this hope brings in the heat. And for that, because of that, Rose doesn't freeze to death in Titanic. You know, because of that, Rose survives, and she carries a hope that she will meet Jack in the other life when she dies, types of thing. Wow, guys, I don't want to even move away from this reading, because this is so beautiful. The Hangman with the Knight of Cups, releasing, just releasing that anxiety to make that offer, and then the offer is just concrete now. They feel it. Now let's see what fairy guidance we can get here. As I say this, my bladder is like, wants to go. So it's like they want, there's like so much explosion of love that wants to happen here. Look at that. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. The Chariot is the movement card. This is being in the spotlight. This is the relationship. You're all they see. It's like that. It's like, what gets them through this cycle is they put you in their spotlight, and they move forward. Like in the past, it was like they were on their way, but then they manifested another block, and then they were on their way again, but they manifested another block, and then they were on their way, and then they manifested another block, because perhaps you didn't have enough hope in the situation, and every time you dropped that hope, they manifested that reflected into the reality, like, oh, then I guess they don't want this relationship, or it was like, oh, another block, and then this dedication of keeping up that hope, of being the lighthouse. They really want to emphasize that, being the lighthouse in this situation and prevailing. Wow. Can be dealing with a Leo here, because the Lion card, or just another fire sign. Like I said, fire sign, really getting strongly Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But yeah, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. Yeah, it's like when the mother learns that her child doesn't need any psychological help. They just need more love. That's all it is. No judgment here. Unconditional love. Wow. Wow. The Three of Summer over the Ace of Cups. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births. Friends you cherish. They want to emphasize births. Like, finally, they're drinking in the water that is you. You are drinking in the water that is your own, too. They're drinking in their own energies. 11:52. But, look at that, too, guys. I didn't even notice that. 7 times 2 is 14. The 144 frequency, the 144 synchronicity. And then, the power of 3. 3 times 3, 9. And then the after 9 is the ending of the cycle into 10, and then completion. Three of Summer. Guys, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. News worth celebrating. Keep that hope, because this is a love like this is hard to find. That's all I'm going to say. Love like this is hard to find. Cherish that, because love like this is hard to find. Alright, guys, that's what I have for you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Not Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Goodness me. Dealing with something. Look at this. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies. They just want to put that out there. You are the moon. You are their moon. Or they are your moon, and you are their sun. However it works. Because, look at this. The sun and the moon. You have both energies here, guys. This is so much major arcana. This is too beautiful. And then the 18. The abundant card. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies. Letting go of worry and fear. Understanding the truth of the situation. When you understand that everything is unfolding exactly the way it needs to, the past unfolded exactly the way it did, so that you could step into your own power, so that they can view you in the light that they should always have been viewing you, but then it's merging those viewpoints into one space where it's unconditional and completely understanding. Alright, guys, that's what I have for you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If this resonated, like, subscribe, comment, press the belly bell, all that stuff. And I wish to you, mwah, mwah, farewell. Toodaloo.